Hey guys, what's up? Vero here. I'm currently on my Holy Paladin, of course, what other character I haven't been playing, and my friend is jumping around me and shielding me. And I'm gonna laugh if he watches this video earlier. Apparently he lives in the past. I just apparently bought some of his stuff, and I think he said he was going to give me the gold for it, but I told him no. But I just wanted to make this quick video showing you kind of what I am doing in terms of preparing for patch 5.0.4, because in case you lived under a really huge rock, the patch comes on Tuesday, which is just right around the corner, and I'm pretty excited for the changes. There's going to be like the mana cap, and there's also going to be the changes to glyphs. And the reason I bring that up is because one thing that I'm going to do, and hopefully actually make profit, if I don't, then, you know, whatever. What can you do? I'm going to be stockpiling some inks. I have some of the older inks. I also bought a bunch of herbs, and I'm going to keep buying them when they're listed at about 30 gold or less in terms of buying a stack of 20 so that I can turn them into the black fallow ink, which is the ink that you use in Cataclysm, just so that I can convert those over to the lesser inks if I need to. But so the glyphs that so far that I've been buying off the auction house that actually made these ones are the ones that I will be changing, and they're pretty awesome for a druid. So first we have Glyph of Mangle, which will be changing to the Glyph of Stag, which, in case you didn't know, it's going to make it so your travel form will be a shiny little stag and someone can ride on you. Actually, I think they made it permanently a stag, and then if you get the glyph, someone can ride on you. So it's basically a two-person mount, except you're the mount, and it's pretty awesome. I don't really know how that's going to work in PvP. I haven't really tested it out and haven't read anything about it. So that's one glyph, which I have two of. I can't make that one. I can only make insect swarms. I've been buying these off the auction house. There's also Glyph of Typhoon, which turns you into the very beautiful stars, which, in case you didn't know, Moonkin form is sort of getting an upgrade. The one thing about being a druid is when you're in your form, obviously you can't see your gear, and that kind of annoys people. You know, I don't really care personally, but some people do. And so, instead of being a giant owl with deer horns, I guess, you can use Glyph of the Stars, which basically, it's kind of like shadow form for Shadow Priest, and you have these pretty little stars around you. So I'll definitely be making videos on all the new stuff on Tuesday when it releases, so I'm going to be sending one of each of these to my druid. And then there's also Insect Swarm. That glyph is changing into the Orca, which will be the new travel form for a druid, so you can get the glyph to do that. So these are the glyphs that I've been purchasing, and the glyphs that I'm going to be stockpiling and sell. I'm not going to be like selling like 20 of them, but you know, I'm going to try to get like 10 of each. We'll see. And then, as I said, I've been stocking up on herbs. I just bought a couple. I'm also focusing on epic gems. I'm going to be focusing on the Deep Home Lowlight, I guess is how you would say it, which is the blue gem, because that cuts into the pure spirit gem, which I so happen to have that cut already on my DK, which is my Joy Crafter. And so that's one thing that I'll be doing, is cutting a lot of spirit gems and trying to sell those, because with the healing changes, you have an int cap in terms of mana, although I think int also gives you spell power. That's a completely different story. So Tuesday on my paladin, I'm going to regem her and kind of test out the spirit gemming and see how I like that. So that's sort of my plan. And yeah, and then I'm also purchasing the purple ones, which I forget what they're called, but those cut into the int and spirit gems. So those are the gems that I'm going to be trying to sell on Tuesday, as well as gems I might be using myself. So right now the Deep Home Lowlights are selling for about 200 gold, give or take. And so I'll keep buying those over the next couple of days, since the patch is on Tuesday, and I'm recording this video, and it's Friday. And yeah, so I'm keeping an iPad list of the prices that I'm paying, and then the prices that I end up selling them for on Tuesday, just so I can see if I actually made a profit, because I've never done this before on a patch day or on an expansion day, even though it's technically not an expansion yet. So I'm pretty excited. Hope you guys are excited. So let me know in the comments, or if you just want to message me or whatever, and let me know what you're doing in preparation for the patch, if there's anything you're doing. Also, another thing that I'm doing, if I have two enchanters. I have one on the Alliance server of Undermine, and then I have my Horde one which is my main character, my druid, what I'm going to be doing on Monday is I'm actually going to be DEing my relic on both of those characters since they're going to be completely useless. So I don't have to worry about that because I think you'll make a lot more money from. Sorry, I had a hiccup. You'll make a lot more money from the Maelstrom crystal than you will from the trash value of the vendor item. Although I don't know how much it's going to vendor for, so I guess we'll see. So that is my plan, so let me know your plan if you have a plan. I'll also link in the description a list for the inscription glyphs, like what glyphs are changing to what. I found this nifty little list online, and that's what I've been using to figure out what glyphs I want to stockpile and what ones I want to try and make over the next couple of days. So I will talk to you guys later. Oh, and just so you know, if you didn't know this already, if you have an iPhone, and then I think it's also an app and a couple other ones, but the WoW mobile armory app is currently now free. Before you could download it for free, but you couldn't actually use some of the features such as going into guild chat and listing auctions and claiming money and stuff. And that is now completely free. So I'll be using that over the weekend and the next couple of days as well too, if I'm just, watching TV or something and I don't feel like logging on WoW, then I can buy all of these fancy little glyphs and gems and herbs without actually having to log into the game, which is pretty awesome. So I will talk to you guys later. That is just what I plan on doing for Mr. Pandera, or for the actual patch. I'm not saying that I'm going to be making loads of gold on Tuesday by doing this. I might not even make any gold. I might be losing gold. So we'll see. But let me know again what you guys are doing, and I will talk to you later, and hope you have a good night, and goodbye.